I want you to remember back, oh, how many years ago when this show first started, and I did something on the smart grid. And people were like, what, the smart grid? Please, they're not going to control things in your house. And I said, why do you sound like somebody on Sesame Street? And they said, don't ask me those questions, but they're not going to do it. And I said, okay, here's what I said on the air about the smart grid and controlling temperature in your home. Here it is. Let's look at the thermostat. You adjust the thermostat. In California, the people rejected that the government should have control of your thermostat. The government won't have control of your thermostat. You can turn the thermostat up if you'd like. If it should be at 72 degrees or 68 degrees. If you'd like it at a 74 degrees, that's fine. It's 8 cents a kilowatt at the right temperature that the government sets. But wouldn't they also have the ability to, as soon as you move it up a degree, charge you for more per kilowatt?
The idea is to give you, when you walk into your home and your family, the ability to control your usage. Now,
okay,
what's going to happen is, and you're absolutely right, that you could end up paying more. But that's going to be a choice that you make.
No, not so much. This is from U.S. News and World Report. This is from, what's her name, Carol Browner. She's the new climate czar. Yeah. She said, quote, we need to make sure that we're moving electricity in the smartest way and using the most cost-effective electricity at the right time. Eventually, we can get to a system where an electric company will be able to hold back some of the power so that maybe your air conditioner won't operate at its peak. So you'll still be able to cool your house, but that'll be a savings to the customer. Oh, well, gosh, that'd be great if I could just keep turning my air conditioner up and the government won't let me do it. Oh, that's fantastic. Kevin Williamson, he's the deputy managing editor of National Review, and he's as excited about this as I am. You look excited.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, thanks.
This is intrusion into your life like nobody's business.
Yeah, unquestionably, but it's the sort of intrusion that one has to expect, I think. I mean, the environmental movement has, since its beginning, sought to take decisions and wealth and power out of the hands of private individuals and move it into the hands of the state. And it just happens that most of the utility companies are still at some point controlled by municipal governments. So it's no surprise that they'd want to do that.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit about Carol Browner? Because when I first heard that he nominated her, she used to be chief of EPA, right?
Yeah, she was the head of the EPA.
Okay. Wasn't she like as part of some socialist?
Yeah, there's a funny thing. I mean, everyone sort of makes these kind of offhanded jokes about the Obama administration being socialist, but she actually used to belong to an explicitly organization. She was part of this group called the Commission for a Sustainable World Society, which is a kind of fruity, lefty-sounding name to start with. But it turns out that it's part of the Socialist International. It's actually a formal part of it.
The Socialist International.
Yeah.
So, remember, I'm crazy for saying that they're socialist, but she was, and if I'm not mistaken, did they not scrub her off the website?
They did, yeah.
Like the day she was nominated.
Apparently these high-tech, scientifically minded people don't understand that websites are cached and you can go to Google and get the old web pages.
Yeah.
So yeah, they took her biography off and took pictures of her off of the website, and apparently removed a speech that she did. The other people at the panel she was speaking at were a minister from the Chinese Communist Party, a guy from the Spanish Socialist Workers Party, and
I
what
mean,
was the last one? I'm trying to remember.
Why are you such a hate mob?
But they're not, Minnesota liberals.
Yeah, okay.
They're actual hardcore.
The head of the Communist China.
It wasn't the head. It was some guy from.
Oh, just from. Oh,
some
minor bombs around like that. Okay. So what is the sustainable? What is it? The Sustainable World.
The Commission for a Sustainable World Society is what they call themselves.
Yeah, and she was on that.
Yeah, she's a major figure there.
And what was it that they wanted? I mean, besides the world to be able to...
Well, if you go back and look at what they're arguing for, it's the same stuff that the left is always arguing for, which is transferring wealth and power out of citizens' hands and into the government's hands. The left always needs an emergency because they can't get this stuff done through normal democratic means. So in the 30s it was the Depression, then it was World War II, then it was the Cold War and the threat of nuclear annihilation. Then after the Soviet Union fell apart, it became the environmental movement.